So we're all here. This is a wedding toast, and basically I'm the best friend of the bride and groom, Jack and Sam Johnson. So that's what the environment is. You guys are the guests for the wedding. All right. I want to make a toast to my best friends I couldn't be more proud of. Seems just like yesterday we were hiding in ditches, throwing tennis balls at cars when they drove past, hoping they wouldn't see us. We're sneaking out to go buy ice cream at 1 a.m. in the morning. Time sure does fly by. We've been through thick and thin, highs and lows, but I could never imagine we'd make it this far. Our group consists of two guys with more broad than brain, and one girl who, if you cross her, you may never come back from the other side. You see, life's interesting. Some days are great, while other days are bad. You never know when or where your day may change, but always being on your toes will keep you ready. I don't want to take all the spotlight tonight, but I would like to tell one story while we're out here. First, I must explain the game of life. See, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't just about life. This game is going on long before us and will be going long after us. It's a simple game, but it requires more strategy and thinking than one might believe. The game starts like this. One person must be sworn into the game by someone who is already in the game. A simple handshake by the two does the trick. But once you're in, you're in. There's no getting out. Once you're in, you must take caution of the other players playing. You see, it's all about the angles and different ways to get the other person. The objective is to get the other people in the game to do push-ups. If one of the game members asks another game member a question, and the response to that question is the word mine, then that person getting asked the question must do the 10 push-ups. Now here's the kicker. If you're in a car, or if you're in a room, and you say the word mine, and you switch to another room, the count doubles. Now I'm sure you're all wondering why I'm telling you this, and why us adults are playing the most kid-like game in the world. Well, to be honest, if I knew, then I would tell you too. Not only is this game addicting, but over time you will learn other people's weaknesses and how to get them even in the most bizarre situations. As you learn other people's weaknesses. As for Jack and Sam, well, this is where they come in. So back in high school, right around our senior year, we joined the game. We did push-ups in just about every part of town. Now you think just because Sam was a girl, Jack and I were going to be easy on her? Well, you're wrong. Not only did we tried so hard that we stayed up long nights plotting to get her. See, Sam is very smart. She graduated at the top of her class, but she also knew just when and where we'd try to get her. She was always one step ahead, and if you had a dime for the amount of push-ups Sam has got both Jack and myself, well, we'd probably be billionaires. As high school came to an end, we three started to look towards our futures. We all picked a college together and decided to enroll. The summer going into our freshman year was one we'll never forget, or I will never forget. Now Jack and Sam, they're starting to have a liking towards each other at this point. I kind of always knew we'd all fall in love at one point or another, but I never thought I'd be toasting my two best friends on their wedding day. So, the more they hung around each other, the worse it got for me. Fast forwarding to the end of summer, we decided to take a senior trip down to Colorado. This took months of planning, but it was all worth what lied ahead. Every chance we got, we tried to get one another to say the word mine on this trip. We failed often, but succeeded few. I will not say what went down in the 4 days that we were there, but I can say is we did go whitewater rafting. With water in our boots and the cold wind coming across our face, our trip down the rapids soon came to the end once we were done rowing. We were climbing out of the raft, and Sam, being funny, got Jack to say the word mine. Him being cold, wet, and exhausted said, "I'll do them later when we get to the car." Sam and I looked at each other and said we would allow it, but due to being knee-deep in water, we made an exception. We made our way up the hill and loaded our rafts. We jumped in the car and headed back to the lodge to turn in our gear. Now you're probably all thinking why Jack didn't do his push-ups. Sam and I were wondering the same thing. I mean, it's not like he doesn't know the rules, or maybe he just forgot. 6 hours rolled by. At this point, Jack was probably went in and out of different rooms over 100 times. If you remember from earlier, each room you leave, the push-up doubles in amount. I did the calculations, and well, it was probably a couple billion by the time you realized what had transpired. With no way of ever doing that much, we cut him some slack and made him only do 200. But he cried like a baby when doing them, and it was a pretty funny joke. Years later, we often look back at all the weird places we got each other. Like the story I just shared about Jack in Colorado, or how on revenge Jack got me in the bathroom going pee at a movie theater. This game may sound dumb to some, but to us, it's the memories we'll never forget. This game is much more than a game to us three. It's a game of life, and if you're not on your toes, then you'll never know when or where you'll be doing push-ups. In Jack's case, he might be doing them for a very long time. The game has taught me to think before you speak, and also if you don't follow the rules, your actions may have consequences down the road. That being said, I would like all of us to raise our glasses and wish the new Mr. and Mrs. Johnson a happy and long life together. I love you both dearly and hope you have the kids someday, and that you teach them about this game. We all played and are still playing. Cheers again. Love you both. Congrats.
All right.